Now we're going to talk about blending. Blending is the technique that I prefer, personally. I like the way it looks. I just think it looks better. Blending will be the one that you're most familiar with. And this time I'm actually just going to draw a square because blending is a little bit more structured and takes a little bit longer, but in my opinion, the results are worth it. So we're going to identify our light source and our cast shadow. And then when you're blending, you want to start by gently shading in on your piece. Now, this is a flat shape, so it's not too much of an issue because going back and forth in a flat motion will work. But if I was doing a circular shape like this, I would want to shade it in going with the shape, because every time you run your pencil back and forth, you're creating a line, and you want those lines to look round too, because it's going to add to the illusion of the entire piece being round. So you would go with the shape of whatever it is that you're blending. So again, I'm starting with my lightest tones because it's so much easier to add than it is to take tonal values away. I want to leave over here white. Now it's a little bit harder with these ebony pencils because they tend to go darker, but if you double up between your ebony pencil and your number 2 pencil, you should get a nice range of tones. The ebony pencil will be really good for those very dark tones, and your number 2 pencil will be good for your lighter tones. And then I'm just going to go back in and keep adding that transition. And I want to keep in mind that this form is sitting on a surface, so there's going to be a little bit of a shadow from below as well. And then up here, it's going to be a little bit lighter. I'm going to take my blending tool and I'm going to lightly blend with the blending stump, just to get those colors to mix nicely. And you see that kind of helps create that gradient. And then at this point, I would want to think about taking a little bit of pencil away to create a white with an eraser. And then I'll go ahead and add my cast shadow, just like we did on our other pieces. And it's going away from the light source. And we want the darkest dark to be right there where the box is touching the tabletop. And then we would want to go in and clean up our spaces with an eraser, just to get those white tones taken care of, and also to eliminate some of the debris that occurs naturally from using a graphite pencil. Okay, so that is blending.